Alright guys, welcome to Hansens Speed Shop. It's time for another update video on the Cat mini bike project. So still working on it. It's not finished yet, obviously. Just lots of little time consuming things that we're working on right now. So I got the new back wheel on with the new tire, and that looks really awesome. It clears and everything. Got a new sprocket on. I've got that all spaced out. I need to put a new wheel bearing on this side. It's a long story, but I ruined the wheel bearing. So there's a bearing on this side and then there's a bearing on that side. So I ordered one there, just a couple bucks. And then we can button this all up. I believe I got the sprocket spaced out to basically where it should be. We got room if we need to move it out a little bit yet, or if we got to move it back in. I don't think we should be moving it back in, no, otherwise it won't line up right. Started putting the clutch brake on. I'm just waiting for my clutch to come yet. So then we got some breathers that I made. So this was actually off of my Chrysler. I had this on here as on there for a crankcase breather. Then I went back to just a stock style one. So I had this, used it for our block breather, and then I ran this aluminum tube up to this breather for our valve cover. So that looks pretty cool. So once we get our clutch, we'll put that on. Then we can put our chain on, button up our clutch brake, hook that up. I still have to mount the seat. And then we ran into an issue with our carburetor. So right here is where the throttle linkage shaft mounts, and then there's a rod that goes through here, and it's snapped off inside of here. And this is so small, really don't think I could like drill this out and retap it or anything. So we're gonna have to get a new carburetor, and this one I don't really know how good it was gonna be anyway. I can get a new carb for like 20 or 30 bucks on eBay, so I think that's what we're gonna do. And then I got a really cool idea for a breather setup, so I'll show you guys that once we get to it. Still wiring up. This is the old kill switch wire off of the old engine, so I just kind of had this all on here as mock-up. It's like way too long, so I'm gonna shorten that up. And then I got a new recoil cover, so we're gonna have to clean that up, paint it, and then put that on, and then this will be all buttoned up. And then we just gotta hook up our throttle once we get our new carb. And then I think that should be about it. We got the front wheel all spaced out. That's all buttoned up and done. So not a ton left to do, but just a lot of little time consuming things like I talked about. So I think once I get some more of the parts that we're gonna need to kind of button this up, most of it should be coming in the mail. We'll get to work, and then I'll show you guys where I'm at. All right, guys, so I've got a recoil cover here. I've been working on just getting this cleaned up. Then we'll get that painted, put that on. I got my kill switch wire hooked up. I had to redo that wire. So we got that all done. I have not ordered a new carb yet. And then planning on making something really cool for the breather setup. So hopefully that works out. Once the stuff comes to do that, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with that. We got our back wheel all buttoned up now. As you can see, I started to run the chain. So we're running a super heavy duty gold chain on here. I got our clutch brake all hooked up. That's all done. So basically we got a few things left to do. We got to hook our chain up, and then get the motor bolted down. We got to replace our carb yet, and do our breather setup, mount our seat, get that recoil cover painted, then bolt that on, and then hook our throttle up. And then I think that should be about it, and this thing should be done. So just quite a few little things left to do. So hopefully it shouldn't be too much more. And then we'll check back in once I make some more progress. All right, guys, so we got the chain on. I'm probably gonna put like a spacer under this chain tensioner just to tighten the chain up a little bit. So if we bring the chain up just a hair, it'll tighten this up just where we want it to. Otherwise, we got the chain on. I got the old carburetor off. So I still haven't ordered a new one yet. So I wanted to just basically, we're going to end the video here because otherwise it's going to be like another week or two till I get a carburetor, and then by the time I put it on and everything, I didn't want to have such a long gap in between updates on this project. But once we do get the carburetor, we're pretty much just about done. I mean, we got our recoil cover on too, I forgot to mention that. So basically, we're gonna have to put the new carburetor on, hook our throttle up. Then I'm gonna make a cool breather, which I haven't showed you guys that. We'll take a look at that next time. We've got to mount our seat and then adjust that chain tensioner, throw some gas and oil in it, and this thing should be ready to rock and roll. So hopefully next time we'll be able to wrap this thing up. I was hoping to have it wrapped up within this video, but we ran into a couple issues with our carburetor and stuff. That's just gonna take a little bit more time. But otherwise, we made a lot of progress, got a lot of the little stuff done. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, go check out the channel. There's tons of other cool stuff on there. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, until next time, guys, get out, work on your own projects, get those hands dirty and greasy, stay cool, and we'll catch you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.